Hey there, this is Jessica from Peterson SEO. Thank you so much for speaking with me today and requesting your free video. So today we're just going to go over a few tips that you can start applying right away, and it's really going to help with your online presence as well as getting more organic leads. It's important to note that nearly 70% of your organic leads come from your website. So it is really critical that your website be properly designed and optimized so you can capture that traffic. All right, so here we go. First thing I notice is your call to action. I love it. You want to make it as super easy as possible for your customers to contact you as soon as they land on your page. So that's really awesome. One other thing I might add is having a form right on top. So that way they can reach out to you either way. I love that you have a separate page for every single one of your major services. This is really, really important. It allows you to build content around each one of those services and focus on your local buyer intent keywords. Those are the keywords people are actively searching in Colorado Springs and your service area for each of your services. So it is really important to be focused on those local keywords. And to also note that there's different variations of similar keywords, and you want to capitalize on that because people search differently. And one thing I noticed throughout your whole website is that you're not using the exact match keywords. You're using a similar type of keyword throughout your website. So you're missing out on a ton of potential traffic by not using those keywords. But I do like to see you're looking at local. So that's really important, local over national, because national traffic might bring a lot of traffic, but they're going to give you false metrics and they're never going to convert into customers. So I love to see the local. I like that you have a good amount of content here because Google doesn't rank based on appearance. It is based on content. Content is key and you're going to need a lot of it. Check out our service second area in Oregon. So I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but you actually don't need a separate page for your service areas. You can actually have your service areas on your website, and that is what I would recommend. If you're servicing outside of Colorado Springs, any service area that has search volume for your services need to have their own page so you can be found organically. So you can actually do this all on one website rather than trying to rank multiple websites. Now back to your content. So content is key. Google likes a minimum of about 1,500 words of content or more on your homepage. And that's content built around your services and local buyer intent keywords. And you're going to have a repetition of those keywords. Just mentioning one time is not enough to get the keywords indexed. You have to have the right amount of repetition and the right amount of content. And you need 250 words for each keyword that you're going to try and target. Also, make sure that all pages have their own original content and that nothing is duplicated. Google will penalize you for it if you do. So let's look at your top competitor in Colorado Springs. And we have United Water Restoration. So yes, they are a franchise, but the good news is you don't have to compete against the entire franchise, only this one location. So believe it or not, franchises are actually fairly easy to beat. So franchisees cannot modify these websites. So they can't add the content and focus on the keyword strategy that they want. They're severely limited. So they actually have to use other strategies to rank for keywords that aren't here. And it takes them 4 and 5 times longer to do that. So you are at an advantage. You can add as much content and really focus on your keyword strategy. But these guys do have a great looking page. And it looks like a lot more content. So you definitely need more content than they have. And that's pretty much a rule of thumb across the board. Whatever your competitors are doing, you're going to want more of, maybe even double of what they're doing. And then a website alone isn't going to be enough to be found online. It does need to be supported with SEO, search engine optimization. So if we look here, you have a score for your website of 0 out of 100 in Google's trust flow, which means Google does not trust your website. That is 100% based on your backlinks and referring domains. A referring domain is any website that will provide your website with a link from their site to your website. And the backlink is the physical link coming from that domain to yours. The whole purpose is to drive traffic to your website. So you are going to need a ton of these, but not all are created equal and not all links work for all types of businesses. You need to focus on good, authoritative, do follow links so that they increase your power and authority and help you to rank your keywords up to the first page of Google so you can drive that traffic. So you have one, but none of them are do follows. So actually this one is not doing anything to help your website. You have been indexed for 21 keywords, but you're getting 0 traffic to your website. So you're missing out on a ton of customers by not being properly optimized. Looking at your keywords, there's 10 spots per page on Google. So your closest keyword is your brand, and that is still on the 3rd page. So you are not being found online. But you do have some good keywords here. You just need to focus on your strategy so that you can get these ranked to the first page and start seeing that traffic and converting them into customers. Now, if we look at your competitor, we don't care how their website is performing. You're not competing against the website, only this one specific location. And that location has a 17, which is partially because of the strength of their website. And the other part is because they're referring domains of backlinks. They have 326 backlinks with only 12 referring domains. And of those, only 5 are do follow, which means they only have 5 good backlinks. Google only gives you credit for 1 backlink per referring domain. So anything other than that, Google looks at as spam. But they have been indexed for 92 local keywords, and they are getting 156 people to this one page of their site. So these guys are going to be super easy for you to beat, but you are going to have to work on the strategies that I mentioned. And then the last part of this puzzle is this Google My Business section. Your goal should be to be in the top 3 because 30% of people search in the maps and don't search anywhere else. And so if you're not listed here, then you send all of those leads to your competitors. Now, in order to get in the top 3, there are several factors, but the most important is going to be your citations, and that's the name of your business, address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a bunch of directories like Yelp, Yellow Pages, and Glassdoor. So you will need a lot more of those than your competitors. But when you follow all of these tips I have provided you today, your website has the opportunity to be number 1 across Google for each of your services and in all of your service areas. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful, and I would really love to get your feedback. If you have any questions, go ahead and give me a call at the number on the screen and we can chat. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.